We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoff. Welcome to College Park, Maryland, SECU Stadium, better known as the Snake Pit and home of the Terps. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Noles will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running backs alongside the quarterback. They'll go to the ground. There he goes. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Give to the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. All right, guys, let's talk a little Maryland. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
The Terrapins will have it first and 10.
29 Philly.
From the gun, running back gets the give.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Now he's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. Open space at the 25. And he
so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll leave it with the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Throws for the tight end. On target to the left. And the defense drags him down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing to...
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be first and goal.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the...
He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. last time that took him right to the end zone, David.
So
Breaks into the open. Made a defender miss. The 30. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Terrapins.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Picked off, a turnover in their own end. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. They're setting up the screen. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush. Hit him with the screen and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wide receiver comes in motion. The play action fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Great job by pass defense down here with their backs against the wall. They're doing a good job really constricting these windows for their quarterback to throw into and getting pressure on the QB, making them pay every time they drop the quarterback back to throw.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money. And
what a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And your Maryland Terrapins will take over first and 10.
First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback may change this route. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
To the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Right on the money. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Here's the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field.
Come on, set. Ready, go.
Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Let's take a minute to talk about Maryland. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Making side adjustments here. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Motion from the back. They'll throw it from the red zone. Looking for the score. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland!
I know we're only in game 1 won, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Yeah, and great job by the linebacker understanding what to do in zone coverage. I drop, I take my steps. When that quarterback's feet get set, my feet get set. I break on the football. Nice break. Way to go break that up and swat it down.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. Oh, they're after him. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The run to the left. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find behind his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Taking it the other way. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Terrapins! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Now backed up in their own end, it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Touchdown, Maryland! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
He'll bring it out. It's Moncrief. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Fires to the tight end. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Noles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Going to take a shot at this DB. Snatches it on the right. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Go into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Maryland, 37. Florida State, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Kamara. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense.
Touchdown Seminoles! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
21.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the back. It's complete. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. New set of downs after the completion.
42 Spiders.
From the gun, running back on the move. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Terrapins with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
29 Philly.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got it. Powers through. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Terrapins!
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Gore. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Looking left. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Moncrief. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Right down the middle. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Maryland! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
How oftentimes can you say that there is a safety who is the most dangerous guy on the field with the ball in his hands? Did you see that guy and his ability in the open field once he picked it off? There was nobody on offense even coming close to getting that guy down. What an athlete.
21.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Moncrief. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Fires to the big fella. And, boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10. Yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Rides the back on the option, the give. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
The Terrapins will snap it on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of the game.
And the Terrapins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Barry. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark it down at the 38-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Under fire. He's got the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
Man, and that's just making it way too easy on the defense. They're laughing at that short. They're like, really? Okay, we'll just make an easy tackle and jog our punt return team out on the field. You're going to make it that easy for us.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And
there he goes. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Looking downfield, it's Barry. Working that left side now. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got it inside the 15. Goes down, Terrapins! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation and timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Coming out with it, it's Moncrief. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they almost had another one. Rare is the occasion when you're happy to see fourth down, but it's better than throwing another pick. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
Brings up third down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got an open man. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. Good pickup on that one.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause, and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
They'll send out the kicker here. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward. Because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop.
First and 10.
Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Got the first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead, you want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Looking for room. It's Little. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap in too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It'll be 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Barry. Finds his man down the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
The Terrapins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Right back to the well. And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.